Hello traders and welcome in a new daily market analysis video brought to you by the market research team at PO Prime. Today is the 1st of August and it's as well a beginning of a new trading week. So let's have a quick look on the markets. And starting with the economic agenda here, we can see that we did have a couple of important PMI numbers from China, from Euro or from Germany, as well as from the Great Britain. Basically, the most notable one to watch was basically the manufacturing PMI from the Chinese economy. It shows that the Chinese economy, due to the zero COVID policy, again is going back into contraction. We had this downward move on the PMI numbers to 50.4, as well as its previous, basically from the previous reading, 51.7, as well as previous forecasts also. So having this negative number from the Chinese economy basically started off the week with a mixed tone, more closer to the risk-off sentiment. Having a look also on what we are having today, we do have the manufacturing PMI for the month of July from the US economy. The forecasts show a slight decrease to the 52 points, going down from 53, and we will need to watch what will happen. All of the forecasts are basically even lower than 52 points on the manufacturing PMI. Most probably the US economy should have contracted based on the monetary policies, the tightening and the raising of the interest rates that's happening in the US economy at the moment. That was all basically for the economic agenda. Let's have a quick look on the technical analysis and the charts. Starting with the dollar index here, we can see that we are still basically trading around the 105.50 roughly on the 4-hour as well as the daily time frame. And we mentioned during yesterday's video that basically the levels of 105.50 and going down to 105.30 are basically extremely important levels of support. For a cluster of evidence, basically we have this upward trend line. We do have a previous resistance now should act as a support, as well as the 50% Fibonacci retracement. So yes, we are basically watching the dollar index. If you haven't shorted the dollar during this downward move, it's basically too late at the moment to add to your short positions. However, we will be waiting for some bullish price action on the 4-hour time frame. We can see here that the momentum is somehow starting to show a bullish divergence here. And as well as this price action is closer to a falling wedge. So basically we will be waiting for some bullish price action from here, and we will be adding to our long and medium term bullish positions on the US dollar index. Our first target should be the previous high around the 109.20 points roughly. The same one goes for the euro versus the US dollar. However, on the opposite side, we're having this bearish divergence here, and the levels of 101.0350 should basically be a key level of interest and very strong levels of resistance that we will be looking for, and we'll be waiting for some bearish price action to happen and to take place from here. The target should be around 0.9930 or 99.93, or basically the levels of parity that we reached during mid-July. The pound is basically doing nothing at the moment, and the pound yen is basically one of the most notable moves. However, this should happen on a longer time frame. So on the daily time frame, we can see that the pound versus the Japanese yen succeeded so far in breaking below the upward trend line, and we'll be having this retest. So yes, it's a break below. However, my more conservative approach would be to wait for a retest for this upward trend line, and then we'll be having our short positions from here on the pound versus the Japanese yen. The targets should be around 116 and then 155.60 roughly. And ending our video today with the gold trading on the daily time frame, we mentioned here that those levels of 1765 are basically very key levels of resistance. On the 4-hour time frame, we are starting to lose momentum here, and on the 30 minutes, we'll be waiting for the first lower low to take place, and I'll choose this low 1752. So whenever we break below 1752, we will be adding to our short positions on gold our target should be again well around 1681. That was all for today's daily market analysis video. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for another videos. Please stay safe.